And welcome back to Henry's podcast, Henry and AJ's podcast. I got my boy here, AJ. Come on out here, my boy.
Yo, what's good,
How you
baby?
doing,
What's
baby?
good?
How
How
you
you
doing? How you
doing?
doing? How you doing, bro? Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Come
Man,
on,
what's
man.
good?
Take a
Everyone,
seat.
what's
Come
good?
take a seat. Come take a seat, man. Man, how you been, bro?
Nah, I'll be good, bro.
Good.
Been chill. Just work has been crazy. December has been like slowing down with work,
Yeah.
but with God's like provision, bro, like we've been, we've been able to pay our guys, get jobs done, and just keep on pushing through.
Yeah.
And it's just I've been trying to get jobs out there too.
Yeah.
Try to get more people to
Yeah.
what's it called, to just get us booked. You know what I mean? So
You mentioned to me earlier that you painted Ginobili's house.
yeah, yeah.
How what's the connection
Uh,
behind that? The story behind that?
yeah, my father, bro. It's all his connection. Really, it's nothing like that has to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
My dad, for anyone who doesn't know, he's an immigrant.
Yeah.
He's an immigrant. He came in with no opportunities. Made one opportunity. And ran with it. My dad now has his own business. He's got his papers. So now he's a citizen here. So God bless with that too. We all know that like people out there, we've been getting deported. But with the whole Ginobili situation, I believe my dad got an opportunity with his buddy Travis,
Okay.
and Travis got my dad into what's it called, to painting Ginobili's first house.
Yeah.
Ginobili loved it this first time.
Obviously,
Then now he's what's it called, make my dad his painter.
Yeah.
So I believe Ginobili has like moved like 2 to 3 times, and my dad's painted all of them. I've gotten the opportunity, and I know it sounds weird, but like I made his chicken coop. I made his
Yeah.
chicken coop. I painted his chicken coop.
Yeah.
And now when I go paint his house, I see that chicken coop, and I remember, oh man, like I remember being like a 17-year-old who was just like, man, like I'm so tired of working, like I just want to go and hoop.
Yeah.
Like, but now looking back at it as like a 23-year-old, looking back at it and be like, bro, that's my marking on this like on his property.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's crazy.
Now, how do you think the aspect of God that was put into your dad's life, or just in general, on how God shifted his whole world, and
How you mean, like how do I feel like God's movement in his life?
exactly, how do you feel the movement of God's life in an aspect
First off,
of
I feel like my dad's favored from God. I mean, all of us are favored, but like my dad has got a really good story. Like and I know this might sound messed up, but I really haven't sat down with my dad and be like, "Yo, dad, what's your story?" But I know that when it comes to like relationship wise and everything like that, and just in his life in general, God's healing my dad, and
Mhm.
I could see it growing up. I mean, you know my dad. My dad's always been that like keep to himself, and
The
oh, I'm a
hard
macho
worker.
man. Um, but now my dad, bro, it's like a whole 360 kind of. It's kind of weird, but
Yeah.
it's like it's also a good thing that I'm seeing that God's allowing me to see this side of my dad. My dad's now being more tender with his heart.
Yeah.
Now my dad's being more intentional with his kids. Before, like growing up, and I'm not trying to diss my dad, but he never wanted to hang out with us.
Yeah.
But I understand now as a man is it's because of work.
Work.
My dad works. My dad's a workaholic, basically. So it's like when you get home, bro, you're just
You're
tired. You're
tired, and
you're
now,
checked out
yeah.
mentally, physically. You just don't want to have to deal with those extra responsibilities. And I understand it, but at the same time, it's like, hey, you got some two, three, young men like you need to, raise, teach them, hey,
Yeah.
hey, son, like this is how you change your oil, or hey, son, this is how you change your tire.
Yeah.
It's those little things that matter in a man's life, especially now. I'm not saying my dad hasn't taught me any like life lessons,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying like for my younger brother,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I
because
think
like
we've all seen it. Yeah.
the younger generation is just like, I don't know.
It's like fuck.
But it's at the same time, but like, no, I feel like my dad. What I think what God did was give my dad faith.
Yeah.
Right, my dad took that. You know what, Lord, and the Bible says if you have faith as a mustard seed, you could move mountains.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And what's it called? My dad had that faith. Like, hey, he went up to my mom. Hey, I'm quitting my job. And she was like, what? You have a good stable job? Like, what you doing? He's like, no, like, please, like, if it doesn't go well, I can always go back to that job.
Yeah.
But I need you to have faith, faith, and that's something that it's beautiful, you
Yeah.
know. For I mean, let's be honest, bro. How many women out here being like, stand by their man through the
Oh
thick and
yeah,
thin,
man. And not that
and
many women,
shout out
man.
to my mom. Shout out to my moms,
Shout
man.
out to
Like
moms, man.
she is she's the one, obviously.
I ain't gonna lie, I give props to your mom, bro. Like, just all mothers in general that have a family intact still and didn't choose being petty or um just not wanting to have the dad around the kids in general, bro. That's just because kids need both parents in their lives, bro.
Oh, facts, bro.
Facts,
Facts.
facts. Because if like I was raised with both parents, but obviously I went through some trauma still and all that. But I mean, like, just my dad was a truck driver, so he was always on the road working, and I never really got to talk to him. I'm not as close as with my dad, but if he needs anything, he'll still come and help. But it was always my mom. I always saw my mom, cleaning and cooking and taking care of us, nurturing us, and not a day goes by where I don't thank her for that. And but if it wasn't for my dad providing, putting the food on the table, putting the money in, having a house, it took me a minute to understand like why my dad was always working and not spending time with us and always tired when he got home. But now as a man, as a father of two beautiful girls, I understand, that especially when he had kids at a young age, that obviously we have responsibilities, and later on in life, you'll grow up and you'll realize it too, and not hate on your parents as much as you did when you were younger.
Yeah. I mean, I know I'm the guest, right? But what are one lessons or like multiple lessons that your mom has taught you as a kid? Like what has like, all right, my mom taught me this and this is how I'm gonna do it with my kids.
So I'm definitely a lover boy. Definitely a lover boy. I cannot treat a woman bad. Like, one thing she's taught me is always treat someone how you want to be treated. And I've always treated everybody how I treated. I always cared for everybody. And honestly, that's something that stuck in with me, and that the world we know nowadays will abuse that kind
Hmm.
of love.
Yeah, no facts, facts. Man, that's the sad thing, bro. That's
And
really the sad thing.
yeah.
I
And I,
mean, not a lot of uh I wouldn't want to shame the other mothers, but I mean, there's a lot of mothers that were raised different,
yeah.
and they didn't teach their kids to be like the way we are.
Oh yeah, no, no.
You know, there are some kids is like, yo, you gotta, it's a take what you can get type
Oh yeah.
world. You know.
Oh yeah. And then like my love for like just I'm a really lovable person. So like even like if you're homeless, bro, like I think the other day I went and got a donut and I saw two homeless people, just sitting there. And I asked them, I was like, hey, y'all want a donut? And they were like, oh, what? No, 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 no. I was like, yeah, 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 I'll get y'all a donut. And then I was like, you know what? Y'all want some chocolate milk with that? Because chocolate milk and donuts always go good
That's
together.
facts.
And I went in, got the donuts. I think one of them wanted a twisty and the other one wanted a chocolate donut. And I was like, yeah, let me get chocolate and a twisty and then let me get 3 chocolate milks. I paid for it, went out and gave it to them. And I was like, I got to keep the faith somehow. That's what I told myself. And I said, that's the first thing I looked at. And I said, how can I keep faith in this world, even to the homeless people? And I can show them that faith is still alive and that Jesus is real, that God is real, that no matter what, if you put your love in God, if you put your love in Jesus, that so many things will happen to you. And it's a miracle. I ain't gonna, it's a miracle. It changed ways of everything, how I loved. It even got me to love even deeper.
Yeah,
And and I think, yeah, I think the fact that I was able to not ignore the homeless people, show them a little gratitude and respect, and like, hey, I don't care where you're coming from right now. I know you need this. I may not have gone through this, but I know you're thriving for it. I know
hmm
this is what you want. I know the days where it goes and takes, where you're hungry and you got nothing to eat, and I know those problems.
yeah,
And I don't like seeing anybody else go through pain like I did.
yeah. No, I feel you. I feel like when God puts that on our hearts,
Yeah.
I feel like it's him telling us like, hey, go do this. And as Christians, as men of God, we have to act on that.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we don't act on that, is okay. So if God told me to go do something and I don't do it, it's just the same thing as you telling your kids like, hey, go do this, and they
Yeah.
tell you no. It's being
Exactly.
disobedient. It's being disrespectful.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
and I feel uh like it's so easy to just say no because it's out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
But God, you gotta be honest, like he wasn't comfortable on that cross.
Oh no, no, no.
You got to realize that he wasn't comfortable with all that situation, but that God still prevailed. He came out of the tomb 3 days later, and boom, look at us now.
Yeah.
We are forgiven for our sins. We are forgiven for everything.
Yeah.
For the past, future, and then so on.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Definitely believe
so I
that a
mean,
lot.
just a thing, just to be put out there to the viewers is like if you feel like you too far from God, just know the homie right there beside you. The homie right there beside you, he wants you to come home. He wants you to be saved. You know what I mean? And um, I'm not trying to scare y'all, but like the time is coming that God is coming back. You know, Christians are being targeted. I just read on the article the other day. My dad's country, Nicaragua, they banned the Bible. Yeah, they banned the
Really?
Bible, and some of the like my uncles were saying like, oh, it could be like a bruja hija or whatever it's called. I don't know how to
Yeah.
say it, but it's like a like witchcraft.
Yeah.
They look at it as a witchcraft, and I was like, whoa, what the heck?
That's
Like,
crazy, man.
but
Like,
most of them, and if I'm not mistaken, believe it's like a Catholic country.
yeah.
It's like a Catholic country, and but they still have churches over there in Nicaragua.